Good day everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. What I have today is how I actually achieved this pattern of top. Can you see the pattern? It's very unique and beautiful, and it's something you can make yourself. All you need to do in this video is to watch this video to the end, and at the end you practice, you discover that it's something you can make yourself. This is the front part of this top. Now here is the back. Can you see? So kindly take your time in this video and watch to the end, so we can go. So let's get started. So I'm going to draft a sketch of the top. So I have it like so. Just bear with me. So here is the neckline, the front neckline. So here I'm going to have 20 chains. Then here I'm going to have 18 chains. Anyway, it depends on the size you want to make. This size is between 5 to 7 years of age. So this is the sleeve, and of course whatever I have here is what I shall be having here. Since I have 18 chains here, I will also have 18 chains here. So, and this is the back neckline. Now you can see a demarcation here. It means what I have here as the front neckline, I'm going to divide it by 2. So 20 divided by 2, I have 10. Also here 10. But because this top is going to have a button, so I'm going to include extra 2 chains, that is plus 2 plus 2. So 10 plus 2 will give me 12. So I shall be having 12 chains in each of these back neckline. So right now what I'm going to do is to sum this up. So I have 20, 18 plus 18, I have 36, then 12 plus 12, I have 24. So I'm going to add it up. So here I have 0, then 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. Now because of this same vertex point, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to subtract 4 from these 80 chains. So I have here 6, then here 7. So I'm going to chain 76. As you can see, I will be chaining 76. So I am going to keep this aside. So I'm going to make a slip knot. I'm using 2 strands of yarn, as you can see. So I make a slip knot. This is the simplest way of making slip knot. Can you see? So I insert my hook and I fasten it together, but I'm going to make sure that my hook can roll in between, but I make sure I fasten it very tight. So right now I'm going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So like so, I'm going to proceed till I round it up on this row with 76 chains. So here is my 76 chains. So right now I'm going to proceed. I'm going to chain extra 2, 1, 2. So plus this extra 2, I'm going to insert into the fourth loop with double crochet. So I proceed. Double crochet. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up here. Now as you can see, I've completed the round. If you remember, here I have 12 chains, which means I've converted it to 12 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12. Then by the time I go to this side, I make inside this place. So I chain 2, which is this 2. Then I also make double crochet into the same loop. That's why I got this same triangular shape. So that is how I proceeded. Then this is the sleeve, which is 18. The same process. Then this is the front neckline, that is 20 chains. I converted it to 20 double crochet and so on. So right now I'm going to proceed from here. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So having chained 2, I insert into the second loop with double crochet. So I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I yarn over my hook and I insert 1, 2, 3. I insert in the third loop with double crochet. Can you see? So I proceed, next loop, double crochet, next double crochet, then next double crochet. Can you see? So right now I'm going to proceed again. I chain another 3. 1, 2, 3. I yarn over the hook and I insert 1, 2, 3 into the third loop with double crochet. Then I proceed into the big loop right here, double crochet. Then I chain 2. 1, 2. So I insert into the same loop with double crochet. Can you see? So I proceed, I insert into the next loop, double crochet, next double crochet. I proceed, double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain another 3. 1, 2, 3. I yarn over and I insert 1, 2, 3 in the third loop with double crochet. So I proceed, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, So I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I count 1, 2, 3, double crochet. So I proceed, double crochet, double crochet, then into the vertex loop, double crochet, and I chain 2, 1, 2. I insert, double crochet. So the next row here, or the next line here, which is the neckline, the front neckline, I'm going to make 8 interval here. Also the sleeve, I'm going to make 8, but getting to the back neckline is going to be 4, like I have it here. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up on this row. Now as you can see, I've completed the round. So right now I'm going to proceed from here. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert into the second loop with double crochet. So I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. Haven't chained 2, I insert in this loop, this big loop, with double crochet, 2 double crochet in this loop, as you can see. Can you see? So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert, I count 1, 2. In between these 4 loops, I insert where I make my pod. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Then I chain 2, 1, 2. Haven't chained 2, I insert on the corner of this big loop with double crochet, 2 double crochet, as you can see. Can you see? So I'm going to proceed. I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert, double crochet. Then I insert into this vertex loop. I chain 2 into this same loop, double crochet. So I'm going to proceed into the next loop, double crochet, you see. So I chain 2, 1, 2. I insert here in this loop at the corner, 2 double crochets in this place, and you see. So I proceed, next loop, then next double crochet, so I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert, I skip these 2 loops, I insert here where I make my pod, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip this first loop, I insert into the third loop, double crochet, proceed, double crochet, so I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert in this loop with double crochet, into the corner, double crochet, I chain 2, 1, 2, insert, double crochet, you see. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up in this row. Now, as you can see right here, I've completed this round. You see. So right now, I'm going to proceed from here. I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So having chained 2, I insert into the second loop with double crochet, next double crochet, so I'm going to chain 3 right now, 1, 2, and 3. So I insert right in this loop, double crochet. So in this loop I will be making 2 double crochets, so I proceed into the next loop, 2 double crochets. Can you see? It means what I have at the base, which is 4, I've completed it here again, just to start another set. So I proceed, I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So I insert in this loop and I proceed with double crochet. Can you see? Double crochet into the corner, double crochet, then I chain 2, 1, 2. I insert in this same loop. Can you see? So I proceed, double crochet, so right now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I yarn over, so I'm going to insert here. I'm going to skip this first 2, 1, 2, then I insert in the third loop, double crochet, I proceed, next loop, double crochet, then in this loop I'm going to make 2 double crochets. So can you see? So I've got 4 on my right hand side. I proceed into my left hand side. Here I'm going to make 2 double crochet also. Can you see? So I proceed, next loop, double crochet, double crochet. So if you look at the base, I have 8 at the base. Now I've completed it with also 8 also. So I'm going to proceed right now. I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I yarn over. I'm going to insert right in this. I skip these 2 and also this loop, double crochet into the corner, double crochet. I chain 2, I insert, double crochet. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up on this row. So as you can see, I've completed the round. Can you see? So at this same juncture, it's going to be a repeated process. That is, what I have here is what I shall be planting here, another pod into this place. Then I continue all over like that. I repeat all over. So right now, I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert into the second loop with double crochet, next loop, double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert here, double crochet, 2 double crochet. Can you see? So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert, I skip this first 2. I insert here where I'm going to make my pod, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I make my pod right here. So I chain another 2, 1, 2. So I skip these first 2 loops. I insert into this bigger loop with double crochet here, also 2 double crochet, as you can see. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert here the first loop right here, double crochet, and I proceed. So you can see that it's a repeated, it becomes a repeated exercise at this same point. So like this I proceed till I round it up into the corner, double crochet, then I chain 2. I insert still in this inverted loop. Can you see? So I proceed. So by the time I get to looking at this place, you can see it's on increased basis. So by the time I discover that this place has got to a point where I'm going to implant another one, so I will implant to make this one, to extend this one. Instead of one I have here, I will extend it. By the time this one gets the number of this one increases to that point, instead of this one, this is just a set, I can implant by the time I get to that point. Now as you can see, I've got to the point where I will be extending this pattern. Instead of single row, I'm going to extend it this time around. So right now I'm going to proceed from here. Sorry, I'll first insert into the last loop, double crochet. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert into the second loop with a double crochet. I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Haven't chained 3. I insert into this loop. Two double crochet in this loop. Then I proceed on my left hand side, 2 double crochet. So I have 4 as I have it at the base. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 is completed. So right now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I insert. So I'm going to skip this first one. I insert into the second loop right here where the extension starts. Double crochet. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I count 1, 2, 3. I insert into the third loop, double crochet, and I proceed. So here I've planted another new one. So right now I've inserted in the corner, so I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. So I insert into the same loop here. So I have my vertex loop. So I proceed. Double crochet. In the next loop, if you look at this side, you discover that I have 4 here because of how small this back neckline is. So on getting to this place, which is the sleeve, remember is 8. So right now I proceed. I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I count 1, 2, 3. I insert in the third loop. So I wouldn't want it to be more than of 4. That is half of the 8 I have here. So that is the reason why I need to extend this by 1. So I chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I count 1, 2, 3. I insert into the third loop with double crochet. So I proceed. Double crochet. So you can see I have 4 double crochets, half of what I shall be filling here. So right now I'm going to chain another 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to skip these first 2 loops. I insert into the third loop with double crochet. Next, double crochet. Then into this loop I'm going to make 2 double crochets so that it will give me 4 double crochets on my right hand side. Can you see? So on my left hand side too, I'm going to make 2 double crochets in this loop. Then I proceed in the next 2 loops, double crochet. So to give me 4. So 4 plus 4, I have the total of 8 double crochets to close this up. So right now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I insert in the first loop here, double crochet 4 of that, 3 and 4. So I chain 3, 1 2 3. So I count 1 2 3. So I proceed. So in this corner I chain 2, 1 2. I insert, double crochet. Can you see? So you can see. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up on this row. Now as you can see, this row marks the end of this same round. So right now I'm going to proceed into another set. So right now I chain 2, 1 2. So I insert in the second loop right here with double crochet. So right now I'm going to apply the formula of increase and decrease. So right now I'm going to chain here. Right now I'm going to decrease. As I decrease here, I increase this one. So I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3. Haven't chained 3, I yarn over. I'm going to skip this first one. I move into this with double crochet. Can you see? So I proceed. So I'm going to skip this last one. As you can see, I have 4 double crochet here. It has been reduced to 2. So I proceed right now. I chain 1 2 3. So I'm going to add, okay, I think let me add 1 4. So I'm going to increase this. So I'm going to increase by 1 on my right hand side. Then I increase by 1 on my left hand side. Double crochet. Can you see? So I proceed. I chain 3. 1 2 3. So it's 2 instead of 3. So I insert here, double crochet. Then the corner, double crochet. I chain 2. 1 2 in the same loop. So right now I proceed, double crochet. So I'm going to increase this. So I chain 2 1 2. I increase this by 2 on my right hand side. And you see, so I proceed, double crochet. Then on my left hand side I increase by 2, and you see, so I have a total of 8 here. So I proceed. So as I increase this, I'm going to reduce this. So I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So I skip these first 2 loops and I insert into the third loop with double crochet, 2, 3, 4. So instead of 8, I've reduced it to 4. That is 2. I skip 2 on my right hand side and I skip these 2 on my left hand side. So I proceed. I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to increase this also by 2. 2 on my right hand side and 2 on my left hand side. And you see, so I proceed, double crochet. As I increase on my right hand side, the same number of increase will be on my left hand side also. So 1, double crochet. I also increase again, double crochet. Can you see? Increase, decrease, increase. So I chain 3, 1, 2. Sorry, I chain 2. So I insert here, double crochet, into the corner, double crochet, then I chain 2, then I insert in the same loop. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up. So that is how I'm going to proceed. Now as you can see, I've completed the round. Can you see? So I'm going to proceed from here. So remember, we are still on increase and decrease formula. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. I insert into the second loop right here, then double crochet, next double crochet. So right now, as you can see here, I have 4. I've decreased this one to be 2. While here I have 2, I've increased it to be 4. Can you see? So right now I'm going to decrease this. By the time I decrease this, I will have this one will be nothing will be left on it. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I yarn over, I move straight to this point. Here I'm going to chain 2 double crochets on my right hand side, as you can see. Can you see? So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to skip these 2, then in between it I make my port, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me take that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip these 2, I move into this loop with double crochet. So 2 double crochets on my left hand side. And you see? So right now I'm going to proceed. I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert here, double crochet. So into the corner, that is the vertex loop. Now I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert in this same loop with double crochet. So I proceed double crochet into the next one. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert here 2 double crochets on my right hand side. Then I proceed. So already is complete, 4 is completed on my right hand side. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip this first loop, I move into the mid. So I'm going to make my pod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I chain another 2, 1, 2. So I skip these first 2 loops, these 2 on my left hand side, and I insert. I insert with double crochet. Then 2 on my left hand side, remember, 2 double crochet. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 my right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4 my left hand side. Can you see? So I proceed. So I chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I yarn over, I insert into this place, 2 double crochet on my right hand side. Remember, by the time this one was 8, this is 8, I reduce it by 4, so I have 4 here. So we are on reduction formula on this side, so that is why I have none. There is none here. So I proceed double crochet. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip these first 2 where I make my pod. 2, 3, 4, 5. I chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip these 2, I insert into the third loop on my left hand side, and I proceed with double crochet till I get to the 4th double crochet. And you see, so I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert double crochet and I proceed. I chain 2, this is the corner. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up. So I've planted 2 here. So by the time the something extend, it might increase to 3. So by the time I come to the next round, I will have 4 double crochet here again. Then I continue like that. Now I've got to the point where I'm about to close the sleeve. Now if you look at it, at this point I have 2 pod, then followed by 1 here, then also 2 here. Now at this last one, the last round here, I've planted 3, and this is it. This is 1 where I'm going to implant a pod. Then this one here, I'm going to implant a pod. Then also here. So right now I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to close up the sleeve. So at this juncture, sorry, so the last one here, double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So having chain 2, I insert into the second loop, double crochet, next double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert here, double crochet, I proceed, so I chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I'm still on increase and decrease. So as I increase this, I'm going to decrease this. So the decrease of this is going to amount to 0, because I started 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I get here, I reduce it by 2, so here will be 0. So I'll just go moving to this next. I proceed. So 1, 2, 3. I insert, double crochet, this is the vertex loop. So right now I'm going to invite the other vertex loop, which is this. So I merge it together with this, like so. So I yarn over my hook and I insert with double crochet. Then I open it out. I proceed. And you see, I proceed into the next loop. Double crochet. So right now, like I say, I'm going to implant a pod here. So I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So I insert here. I'm going to make 2 double crochet here. And you see, so I proceed into the next. Remember, it's 4 4, 4 on my right hand side and 4 on my left hand side. So I've completed the 4. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to skip this first 2. I proceed into this loop in between where I make my pod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip this first 2 on my left hand side and I proceed into the next loop. Can you see? So I also make another 2 double crochet in this big loop. 1, 2. Now if you look at it, I have 4 on my right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my left hand side. So I proceed 1, 2, 3. So here I'm going to reduce 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one will amount to 0 now. So that is why I will just skip this one and move to the next one like so. I will make 2. Then I proceed into the next 2 loops with double crochet. So I have 4. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip these first 2 loops, this next 2 loops. Then I move into this where I make another pod. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4, 5. So I chain 2, 1, 2. I skip these 2 loops and I move into the next one, double crochet. And I proceed. You see, so this is how I'm going to go till I get to the point where I'm to close the second sleeve. You see, so far so good. I've come to the end of this tutorial. Can you see the pattern? This is the back for this top. Now here is the front part of this top. Can you see how beautiful this pattern is? I want to believe that you like this. So I want to appreciate you all for taking your time to watch this video. Thank you very, very much. If this is your first time you watch my video, I welcome you to this channel. Here is a channel where you can learn a lot. All you need to do is to click on this subscribe button below, and you click on the notification bell so that you can have access to my videos. So here comes the conclusion of this tutorial. Thank you very much once again. So don't forget to share this video, to like it, and to comment. Till I come your way again, bye for now.